Hello and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your weekend reading for the 27th and 28th of April. So let's see what is coming through for the weekend. Mercury has turned direct. So let's see what is going on over the weekend. What do we need to know for the weekend? Hopefully we can get out of a little bit of the mental static that we were seeing in the reading. George is like, yes, for yesterday. So let's see what is coming through for the weekend. Let's see. I just got to get the right energy into the cards. And let's see. The Hanged Man. Okay, shift of perspective perhaps around where you're going, around something new and what's ended, trusting your intuition and being able to move on and travel and transition. Death card. Okay. So, yeah, I said it, I felt like there was clarity and yesterday, and that's what we're seeing here with the Hanged Man and the Ace of Pentacles, because it feels like the Hanged Man is about having the patience to gain a new perspective, and then there's this sort of new energy that's dawning, this new perspective that's coming through, which you can see that beautiful golden light around the Hanged Man. This is reflective of what we're seeing with the Ace of Pentacles, grasping the new cycle that is beginning, transformative new cycle that is beginning in the material realm, really fully understanding it and realizing what it is now and realizing what you have to sacrifice and let go of in order to step into this, to start this. And so again, we're seeing the sun is rising in the Death card. This is birth, death, and rebirth. There has been culminations, major endings, but we're starting to see the dawning of the new here. We're seeing it in the Ten of Swords, understanding that something has ended or needs to end, and it may have been something that took a while to process. But here we have the High Priestess saying, I've been by your side all along, giving you the intuitive messages, and now it's like finally you're seeing the new dawn, the new possibilities. Now the penny has dropped in a way, and it's like, okay, now I fully understand why. Now I fully understand. I've kind of stopped fighting it. I've stopped fighting this change or this new direction, and I'm accepting. I'm in a place of acceptance and trust that this is what is needed, that this is what is meant to be happening. And so it's like you can find peace inside your mind, which is really lovely, with the changing of the landscape, with some sort of new realization that comes in. And yeah, it's understanding that you're still in this transition phase. You're in this bigger cycle of the Death card, which is a very transformative cycle, but it's through these phases of letting something go, something ending, the death, which is the death phase. And now it's like the understanding of what that is and acceptance that this is a thing that was inevitable, that had to change and needed to end in some way, makes way for the new, for the birth, for the rebirth. And so this is nice with the Six of Swords. It's saying you're transitioning and moving on. You're moving on from that death phase now into the new, into the rebirth, into, it feels like there's all parts of you that are suddenly on board with this. We're moving forward mentally. Your Mercury is now laying something to rest. There's an understanding that something is over, end of a chapter, something has completed. And there's an ending here. There's some kind of realization and understanding inside your mind. And then it's a sense that Mercury is now moving forward. It's like the Six of Swords. It's moving out of some of the drama and the emotional turmoil that we were seeing the day before into a place of peace. Understanding that you can now move forward into calmer waters with your intuition by your side, that you can actually trust that it was right. Even though all these fears around it have been coming up over the last week, it's a sense that I can finally let that darkness, through that journey in the underworld with the Death card. You know, we've been seeing the very strong Taurus and Scorpio energy all week coming in, and the Death card is the major arcana for Pluto and Scorpio. So we have been dealing a lot with those energies of the underworld that have come up, and we've been dealing a lot with this, and this feels like a resolution, a realization, calm acceptance, a place of peace with it. And it takes a while. It's been a bit of a bumpy journey all week with it, struggling with some of the things that have come up. And we've had days where it felt like there was more Taurus energy. But this really feels like what I'm getting here is this is the realization that can come through, like the full realization of what was culminating in that full moon in Scorpio. We've finally been able to move forward, and this feels like very strongly like a bookend of all the intense energies that we've been dealing with. This Six of Swords went, right, I'm moving on from all that drama, all that those emotional waves, that roller coaster, that intensity. I'm moving into some much calmer waters now. And we're moving out of the Mercury retrograde energy, the eclipse energy, the full moon energy, into a much calmer energy. And it's this sense of relief and calm and peace that comes with that. So this really feels like it's understanding that a lot of those bigger, more intense energies are starting to end, and that there are these new possibilities here, especially with the Ace of Pentacles on the material realm, that is now able to begin. So it's not so much, it may have already been there and something that has in the process of beginning or has already begun. So it may be, people moving house or changing careers or changing jobs or situations around their living situation, new things coming in around that, or new cycles around health. But it's more a sense of, it feels like it's all the realization around it, the higher understanding around it. It's all coming together now. Is here, the acceptance. So it's very profound and transformative energy. And it's a little bit like the phoenix rising, that birth, death, rebirth. It's the things from the ashes, the things that died, that finally the fire is coming again. There's the new dawn. The phoenix is starting to rise. So this is starting to see those fertile seeds of new possibilities. So it might feel like a Kundalini rising energy. It might feel like a real shift in the energies for you, but it feels good. It feels like I can find my center again, where it felt like it was like a bit of a roller coaster. Right? I can find my center again and feel calmer moving forward. Take a deep breath. Okay, so that's the weekend reading. Absolutely fantastic. If you are doing any traveling or been able to get up and watch the sunrise or anything like that, that has these symbolic messages of new beginnings and moving on, this might really help this energy flow through as well. So that is the reading for the weekend. Have a great weekend and look forward to seeing you next week. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Also, I have some monthlies coming out for some of the signs. So not all of them, but some of them. So if your sign is there, it will be coming out over the weekend. And then the remainder I will finish off next week. So keep an eye out for them, and take care.